Welcome back to King Ride. Today, I do not support the making of this video. I really don't. My skin is terrible. Minecraft just deleted it for some reason. And I don't feel like putting it in right now. And I'm in creative in the world. Don't worry, it's copy of Goats and Votes. But that's because a glitch happened. For that glitch, this is also a show of the world, so I'm gonna show you. But let's go ahead to the industrial side of town first, which is where we have our nice little wheat farm that we had set up, which then powered our cow farm, looking nice. And then we had a bone meal farm to power the sugarcane farm, but this bone meal farm broke as of 1.17. So yeah, or no, 1.17.30. 1.17.30. So yeah, I had to get this through a different method. I'll show you that later. But the glitch was, I was sitting here, and I guess last night before I went to bed, I placed my final bookshelf here, and I logged off, and when I logged back in, I had the bookshelf back, and I remembered placing this here, so I was like, wait, what? So I placed it and logged out, then came back in, and I had another bookshelf, and I did that 3 more times, and I was like, wait, does this work with armor? I throw all of my armor out like an idiot, and I come back in, and to my surprise, but I should have expected this to happen, I lost it. And again, this is after falling into the void and losing perfect armor. This wasn't perfect armor I just lost. This was a trying to make up for the perfect armor I lost armor. And what do? We lose that too. I mean, I can never end the world without losing something. Last world, I lost like my semi-perfect armor, and I just wanted to quit there, because I was like, there's no point to continue. Now, I lost it, and I gave it a whole second chance, and I still lose my armor. Hopefully next series we can get away with not having a tragedy happen. But now let's get to the actual show. That's the reason why we stopped playing. Here's the show of it. So here we have the library. I was trying to finish that up before I showed you guys, because I know the time is wrapping up for here. We had 20 plus villagers. Well, 20. We had a little bit less. But this was glitched as well. I mean, they just kept despawning. And for the ones that didn't, somehow a zombie got in here and just mollywopped like over 3/4 of them. So that was crazy. But we come outside and we have over here something I was working on, the Fletcher villagers, which we never finished. And then, like I said, I already showed you the food farm and stuff. And there's a few more things over here I want to get y'all to see. That's our ravine where during the war we went down there and mined. You can watch other videos to figure out more on that. And we have my ender pearl stasis chamber, my chests filled with loot from this zombie farm. And in the zombie farm we have a villager so we can trade them, and a whole bunch of loot. Just a whole bunch. You might be saying, why don't you just go back to that and use that loot instead? Well, coming back off a netherite twice is not something I want to do and just switch to a different type of armor. I mean, I don't like to quit, but this world should be over now because the new update came out. But I realized the update after this, 1.19, is supposed to be coming out in February. So I was like, that's only 2 months of time, so we might as well just keep playing this. And that's what we were going to do until this happened. And then in here, we have the, I call it my monument. There's a secret way in if you jump into this tiny ravine and flow up the water stream. And then walk in here. Here's a way in. Not sure why I made the floor out of ice when we get up here, but I did. And it melted, of course. But enough being said about that. This has my very first pickaxe, durability taken and all. Second, which is a stone. Well, not second, I mean first wooden. First stone. First iron. We skip gold. Gold is useless. First diamond. And, of course, first netherite. So, yeah, we had quite a bit of netherite and valuable materials going through us. In fact, that's what I'll show you next, because I don't think we have too much going on over there that actually needs to be mentioned. Of course, exploration was made in all sorts of directions, but some things don't need to be mentioned more than others. But so that we don't have to come back on this side of town, we're gonna go fly over here to our war bunker, which is here. This is another portal where if we go through it, it'll teleport us there. So if we needed a fast escape or a way to attack, that was a way to do that. And then, of course, in my previous video, I'll tell you what I mentioned what happened to the base. But yeah, this is where we were. I have a few dogs here. And here's the creeper farm. Just yesterday, actually, I made it only spawn creepers. Because I had creeper proofed, or not proofed, but I had mob proofed minus creeper all of these except for the very top row. And ironically, the top row seems to be the one that spawned the most, because I was getting 10 times more of everything else than I was of the creepers. And then they come down here, they either burn to the magma or to the flame. The magma was an upgrade I made like probably a few days ago, like if not yesterday, the day before, because I figured, I was like, why not take more damage rather than just the fire? And the reason why I'm using a campfire and not a trident, if you watch JC plays, if you leave like out of render distance or whatever it is, whatever distance that is, it'll just despawn. So rather than losing a trident after every time I use the machine, I'll just leave it alone. And then another machine I want to show you is way over here, way past the outskirts of S-Town. Look at the coordinates I had before saying that. Now look at the coordinates now, and you'll see like the huge difference. But yeah, the raid farm. I've featured this in a video before. But basically down here we have a well we have a okay, that shouldn't be there. But we basically have pillagers that spawn, but they can't really fully spawn on the block, so they get pushed off. That's what happens up here. Then they get killed in the kill chamber, and from there, I'm not going to explain the build too much. Just know if I have a trident down there, it'll give me bad omen. And we have a villager up here, and the rest should be history. I'll show you what it looks like up here. Very efficient. If I have another world and we find an outpost, I will have to make one of these, because I'm going to show the loot and then we'll leave this alone. This is like, this doesn't take a long time to get. Probably like less than 30 minutes of grinding and you can have not even more than half, I'd say. More than half, way more than half of this. Because I take a lot of stuff out, I give stuff to people. But yeah, we never really use this farm that much because it normally takes 2 people. I mean, enough about it. That'll be in a separate video if I decide to build that. Anyway, let's go back to S-Town. And if you're new to this and just watching this video, S-Town would be, yeah, this is what I was gonna call S-Town. Then I was gonna call that part T-Town. Let me see. Yeah, I was gonna call this T-Town, so Town 2 basically. And then over here, in fact, let me show you how cool this is. Look at the map now. Look at the map now. If I pick the map up though, okay, it doesn't give it to me. But if it did, I could place it back and show you this, because it would have updated. So yeah, it went from what you just saw before to this. That's how much we're working. And you might say, nah, that's off-centered. It's not the right map. It couldn't have had that much change. Actually, yeah, we completely flattened the land over here. Placed it, you can kind of see the water match up here. Like the water on this map. See, it's highlighted. Match up to the water on this map. So, then if I tilt the page, you'll see that, well, I'll say the trees. You see the trees line up. But, yeah, we completely transformed that. And, basically, a little bit of war history. Me and Strawdegree were on who is now, I should say, Chris Plays, or whatever he is. I don't even know at this point. I think it's Crispy Chris. I don't know. But either way, me and him were on one side of the war, which is what I was talking to you about in the mountains. And then, oh, that's not even updated. Yeah, these maps are pretty old. But then Master Tage 11 and Sushi Shark 3 was on a team. Sushi Shark is now Electrolyte, by the way. I just want to tell you that, but anyway, yeah, they were on this side of the war. We were fighting and all. And of course, we won. No way I'm losing a war. And so we put him in prison. Now would be a good time to show you just the pinnacle of this world. What we were working on to complete. This massive behemoth of a base. This was just the castle walls alone. We were still trying to, like, look, where we tore down houses, trying to clean it up. Because this is where our primary focus was going to be. Never really had the chance to complete it. But, yeah, Mamba's drop. For those of y'all don't know, why is it on? I'm not sure why, but basically there's a bed in there. You see the pistons, they push you off, you respawn. Every time you get pushed, it resets your braking, so you won't be able to break anything in there. So yeah, there's basically no escape unless you can glitch the spawn, which has happened. I don't know how to fix that, but I think that's just a world thing. But yeah. Into the actual base, let me make the time day. We see, the way I did this, I wanted, like, we had a lot of plans. I literally could fly over there. I'm not going to, though. We have an Elder Guardian in a boat. I also don't want to get demonetized, because I don't get monetized in the first place, but still. If I eventually do on this video, the name we gave him, I mean, try moving an Elder Guardian that constantly hits you in your back or your butt every time you move him a few feet. And so our name was kind of, yeah. Also, my friend Scoot, who I met on Xbox one day, he showed me this in his world, so I made it. I hope the entrance looks a lot better than in stone to you. But yeah, you would come in. If you got hit by mining fatigue, you couldn't mine. So if you got through the obsidian we will place here, then you try to maybe attack us, go into the building, it would take you way too long to mine this before we killed you. So the only way out is to come all the way through here and go through there. Now let me show you. This is my base. Looking nice. And speaking of Scoot, there he is right now. If you hear background music, that's cause my Xbox is on. He's trying to play right now. But either way, yeah, like my base. Boom. If you go to my valuables, oh, it would be nice to be able to do that in survival, knowing the valuables I have. Yep, like I said, the door. Forget the door sometimes. But boom. That's what I had. It was a lot more. I had netherite here, if you're wondering what the gaps are for. But remember, I died, and I had to use the netherite to make more to... I mean, I had exactly enough for a sword, a pickaxe, and full armor. So I felt like that it was meant to happen. I was meant to die. There was something that needed to happen, but then I lose all my armor again. I don't know, but yeah, that's the resources I have. Then also in the base we have... I was trying to work on the aesthetics. We have a shower. And occasionally you can get conduit power, so you can actually take a shower for quite a while. And then the conduit power will cut off. Then we have a little bathroom toilet. Nice. And then somewhere to wash your hands. I'm not that good with designing. I'm good with building, but not designing, if you can't tell. And then, yeah, we come up here. I was working on the library and stuff. But that's just my personal stuff. If you want to look at the actual base stuff, such as this, on every single row, like around the thing, around the whole entire base, there's these dispensers that are hooked up to a machine like this. And what I do is I flick a lever, and if I can get outside quick enough, come on, you can hear the arrows being shot. Hopefully it doesn't lag out my game. But yeah, look at that. I was saving that for an occasion. Let's see if it can kill the llama. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot the llama. Kill him. You know you want to. Alright, looks like you live another day. He's actually been here for quite some time. Now, did that go through him? Okay, he died. He finally took his last breath. But yeah, that goes all the way around. They're not all filled up, as you tell, or can tell. Again, we had a lot of things we had to work on. And then these top two layers, I was just trying to speed it up so I didn't have any defenses on these last two. And then here we have like a little sniper post. We can hit people trying to bridge up. And then down below like that. So that's basically the base in a nutshell. Except one thing on the inside I'll show you. This video is going to be long. I don't even care at this point. That's a TNT launcher to get us out the base in worst case scenario. But yeah, you come down here. You immediately get conduit power. So no way anything can happen. But this is the safest place on the base. Not only do you have regeneration thanks to the beacon, but if you fly in here, any mob within water, within this little beacon room, will get killed by this conduit. So yeah, if you crouch here, the safest place in the whole entire server, I should say. Yeah, definitely. I can't think of a more safe place unless you just put bedrock around you, or had the bedrock as a floor and obsidian as a top. Either way though, this is more safe. Because when that obsidian gets broken, I mean, you're dead. When this gets broken, I mean, you still will be dead, but regeneration. So, yeah. Now, enough of that. Let's come... Oh, it's still fire. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a lag spike. I should have shut it off. That was dumb of me. But either way, here we go. This was our iron golem farm, which broke because I moved a villager over there to get the necessary books for the perfect armor. And so it made the village go from just this small area to this whole entire area. So iron golems, as you see, they spawn where they want, when they want, and they die as well. But anyway, that should be self-explanatory. We have my old house, which I hadn't used in a while, so I decided to place a little bit of bamboo, some mushrooms, which actually did grow. A mushroom actually grew from the... No way. Probably was just placed, but... Yeah, we have a few little bamboo... Who the... Oh, I remember that. I was about to die and I... Okay, yeah. Anyway, though. Here's my base. You come in. Got a nice little room. We got vines that have gotten into the house somehow. Weird vines. Strange vines. And, vines of all types. But you come through the scaffolding and that's a way out. Then we had our secret operation. For more of that, watch previous videos underground. A lot of pranks have gone on if you're wondering why stuff is destroyed. But either way, we take this minecart back down to the front of the town. We go here. This was the primary food source in the beginning. This is where I used to get my food from before building other types of farms. Which I should show you. This is where I get my food from now. We're not coming back over here at this point. It's still shooting, oh my. But automatic chicken farm, JC Plays tutorial. Bro, all my worlds are from, or all my builds pretty much are from him. Not really all of them, but most of them. And yeah, more TNT, more pranks have gone on. But in the center, my house, perfectly fine. Except for the fact lightning, I'm guessing, came down. I'm not sure why it didn't hit the lightning rod. But if it did, it started a fire. Which I just decided to fill in with honey just to kind of keep it there. And to show that it did happen. But yeah, going to here. Just looks like a griefed world. I'll show you the nether. At this point, it's pretty much it for the world. Villager breeder. This is the mother and father of all villager operations. That iron farm over there, mother and father. The thing that had at least 40 villagers moved into it that all despawned or got killed. Mother and father. I mean, the one down in the zombie farm. Any villager thing that you've seen in my video, other than like the actual village we went to, came from these guys. So my hat's off to y'all. Y'all have done your thing. You've been fruitful and you multiplied. Good job. I mean, of course I did have to. We don't talk about the imprisonments. Then yeah, pretty grief world. Like I said, in the middle of all of it is my house standing perfectly fine, along with my beehives. And let me come over here to Scoot's house. I gave Scoot 20 minutes to build, and he builds this. something that's just out of a luxury, like a catalog, bro. You look at a catalog and say, what type of Minecraft house looks nice? Just out of luxury catalog. My guy just built into into the side of a mountain, I should say, or a hill, and made like a cave base, and then just made a nice entrance. Even when you're in, I mean, over here, I like I said, I only gave him 20 minutes, so he didn't finish it completely. But this room looks amazing. This looks amazing as well. Not too much over here though. But yeah, and then you come in. I love how the doors open. I mean, if you could get like this, like a pole or so. Either way, it's just an amazing build. I mean, I'm starting to look at it now and it's not as impressive. I see some things that could have been done to make it look better. But like I said, he even said himself I couldn't focus on details in that amount of time. Either way, this is a 20-minute video. I hope I showed you everything in the world and didn't forget anything. I think I did. I'm gonna just give a quick flyby to make sure we're not going back over there of showing you everything. And then, oh, let me show you this just for the irony of it. Bro, they made so many villagers. We literally had to take them, drive them in a boat down to this little area where we put them in a pit. And then from the pit, we drove them out of a boat and took them to their various locations. Bro, we were milking them for their villagers. I lie to you not. And then, yeah, I think that's it. I've shown you over there. Yep. So, in the amount of time we had, we could have did a lot more. But, we didn't. And, to say the least, I'm not disappointed, but I just feel we could have did a lot more. Next series, though, like, the series started off good for me, though, but, like, towards the end. Anyway, though, next series, I'm going to try to focus on straight building. Leave the PvP and Ender Dragon, Withers, whatever it is. I'm going to leave that type of mob fighting to the rest of them. And by the rest of them, I'm not sure who's going. Master Tage 11 does not get to join, because I put him in Mamba's drop. He was supposed to. I gave him multiple chances to come out and, like, help build the base, because we needed help building this. And he started off doing it, and then out of nowhere, he would just, like, get lazy, and so he just logged off. So he ducked me for the whole rest of the series, which was, like, 4 months he ducked me for the world. He would play anything else but this world. So, I mean, we've taken a vote. He shouldn't be able to join. And then, we still got Sushi. Sushi, of course, will be joining. Crispy Chris, I'm not even sure at this point. I'm not sure if he'll be joining. Because he, I mean, I'm not sure. He's just, I don't think he likes Minecraft the way he used to. But either way. And then, of course, we got me. So, me and Sushi are for sure. Then we got some more people. Scoot might be interested. Then I have a few other people I'm not going to mention until we've got it down packed for sure. But anyway, if we can get some of these people to join, the world's going to look a lot better than this. And yeah, I'm going to try to get this to a 25-minute video. I can't, well, I can talk for 2 more minutes, but I don't really have anything else to show you. So we might have to end it off here. I mean, if we go through the sheer audacity of what's inside of some of these crates, it's crazy. We've had so much time. But we have a full minute to talk. Let's flex on the fireworks, bro. Flex on the full ender chest of fireworks, which you might say is not hard. I mean, it isn't. But when you don't farm like I do, yeah, it becomes quite hard. And we got mending, and some other enchantments, but enough is enough. This video ends. Thanks for watching. I'd be surprised if you made it this far. But anyway, I hope you are ready for the next series, whatever it may be. I know it's probably going to be shrines and something, or something to do with that. I say shrines because the warden and the deep underground with weird things. And before you look at me as a weird guy, I say shrine because the definition of shrine is a place regarded as holy because of its association with divinity or a sacred person. I mean, this is Minecraft, and so I would guess the most sacred person in Minecraft right now is the Ender Dragon or the Witherstorm, but you got a bad guy showing up, and that's the Warden. And I mean, of course, we're going to be building underground. That's the whole point of the new update, so take it or leave it. I think it's a good name to associate with the new series, but whatever you think, I just hope you enjoy.